Well. I don't know, the more a video is stupid, the more people watch it. There's a video where there's a guy with a thick American accent, but he's Italian, thinks he knows English very well, but he says practice, pause, and other stupid pronunciation that do not make any sense. How can you have an American accent and at the same time, how can you make so silly mistakes like practice? I mean, if you've been listening to English, if you are much into languages, you should know the difference between surmise and practice. Okay? Rise and okay, when is I say when is practice, not practice. That's so silly. And when he teaches very simple Italian sentences, ciao, come stai, he pronounces ciao, come stai. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, one thing is to teach how to pronounce and how to read in Italian then like children, but you're not teaching the sentence, you're teaching out of a context. So ci, b, li, ti, and you just write ci, ti, bi, and for example, s, c, I, she, ska, ska. That's teaching how to read Italian. But either you teach how to read Italian, or you teach how to pronounce sentences. It's not the same thing. People need to hear immediately the right way to speak. No stilted, unnatural ways to pronounce things. Nobody says ciao, come stai. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense at all. So I can pronounce either slowly, ciao, come stai, ciao, come stai. But always ciao, not ciao, come stai, I am a robot. What the fuck is that? You know what? This is when people who don't know shit about languages want to teach languages. You know what? I'm going to teach physics, mathematics. No, I'm gonna get a lot of heat because actually there are people who know physics and mathematics. But languages? How many people see this sheer, unadulterated bullshit and say, listen, brah, this is crap. This is crap. I know YouTube is free, but this is crap all the same. Am I mad? Yeah, I'm mad at them. I'm not crazy. I'm mad at this fucking people, this fucking society that allows stupidity being everywhere. You have the right to be stupid, okay? Everybody can be stupid. At least, are there any people who can actually say, God damn it, this is bloody stupid? Now, I posted another video where I speak about stupidity. Stupidity is rampant. It's everywhere. It's endemic. There's an epidemic. of ignorance, because if you know, you don't know anything, you're ignorant. Okay, I'm ignorant. I don't know many things. Okay, that's why I don't post videos where I speak about computers. I don't teach Chinese. I don't speak about, I don't know, how to learn fishing, because I don't know how to fish. And if I learned 4 or 5 things about fishing, it wouldn't even cross my mind to post a video about fishing. But that's what happens on YouTube. People are so in need to be noticed. They want to be important in a society where they probably do menial work, a work that is not interesting. At least they're not interested in the work they are doing, and so they, okay, I'm gonna teach this on YouTube, and I compensate my ignorance with silliness, because the more you're silly, the more people watch you. I mean, let's be out. People don't like intelligent people. Do not like intelligent people. Oh God, he's intelligent. They can imagine. They can tell the difference. I am not. He is. They want people to idolize. Okay? To put on a pedestal for some reason. Singers, athletes, sportsmen. But a common person who knows everything about physics or mathematics, oh, they don't like it. Do you know why? Because sometimes, they want idols. Idols are like this because of divine intervention. It's an idol. That's why I call stars. They are stars. Like at the time of the Greeks, ancient Greece, there were gods. We need gods. Unluckily, God and gods. Common people who make it through hard work. No. That's our guilty conscience that tells us, oh, they are doing what I'm not able to do or what I wasn't able to do. To buckle down, to really do what I've got to do to become good in whatever I do. They've been able to do that. And that's why I don't personally like, but many people like to see people who mispronounce their languages. They feel like, okay, I mispronounce English, he's mispronouncing Italian. We are quits. Okay? That's too bad. We shouldn't have fun at people who really are bad at what they are doing. I mean, in that way, in a condescending way, in a patronizing way. So when people teach Italian to English people, they treat like they are morons. They don't know Italian. They are learning. They are not fucking morons. They are not feeble-minded. They don't need to say ciao, come stai. For Christ's sake, what the hell is that? I'm never patronizing. I hate being patronized I hate false positivity or good. For Christ's sake, I pronounce things. It's a video. I don't know the way you're pronouncing. That's fake. That's fake. Like, get naked in front of the video. Oh, you're beautiful. What hell? Do I know? I mean, do I really know she's beautiful? Maybe it's a man. Maybe he's old. Maybe she's an old bag. Maybe she's more than beautiful. She's stunning. I don't know. What is this fake thing? Oh, good. Good work. Good job. You know, in real life I can tell that. In real life. But on a recorded video, are you pulling my leg? Are you leading me up the garden path? What's wrong with you? Is there anyone who says, "Hey man, you don't know if these people are pronouncing well. So what the fuck are you doing?" And on top of that, please, this is an Italian video. Why do we have to listen to your bloody English practicing in pause when we are supposed to listen to good Italian instead than to bad English? On top of that, you cannot have a good accent and mispronounce. It doesn't make sense at all. Your skills should be similar, you know, pronunciation, understanding, the accent, but also the right pronunciation. You can have an American accent, but if you say practice, you're fucked. It's wrong. When you speak fast, people, even native speakers, I do, people make mistakes. But not words like practice. Doesn't make sense. Pause. Technical. It's technical. Not technical. So you want to teach other people the right pronunciation when you achieved a decent level of fluency, but you don't pay attention to the pronunciation of very important words, mainly if you speak about languages. And I mean, yes, I am damn mean. And when I mean, I don't mean stingy. I mean bad, angry. Sometimes we need to speak out. Okay? Well, today I had a bad hair day. Really, that's why I'm so nervous. We have the rainstorm here in Rome, like a tropical hurricane. Now the weather is quite better, but literally it's rained. It poured down a lot, torrents of water in 20 minutes. That's the climate change. Because you know what? We live a very important period where there is a internationally orchestrated crisis. I would define robbery, a daylight robbery of rich people towards, because third word is not enough now. They take on also on the first and second word. Okay, Italy, Greece, Spain, we are becoming a land of exploitation for privatizations. That actually means that all this power, all this gets into the end of people who are out there just for money or for and to exploit the situation and to make a middle class even poorer. That's the situation. So they call it crisis. It's not a crisis. If I rob you, it's not a crisis. To me, it's a critical thing, but it's not a crisis, it's a robbery. So don't call it a crisis. It's the same thing when black people were in America and you say, well, you know what? I have to work for these white people because there's a crisis. No, there was no crisis. Crisis is when everybody gets poor. This is a change of money from hands to other hands. That's a planned, preordained change of power in the world where singular governments don't count anymore. So we pretend to speak about our country politics, but the real things happen in the markets, banks, and they really rule the roost. The governments are puppets. Okay? This is this long going push forward. Too many things were gotten during the 70s and 80s. 70s. From Thatcher onward, everything is, and they call it crisis. It's not a crisis. Second thing, climate change. Yeah, if the power is in the hands of people who don't give a shit about climate change, these are the same people that want false crisis, they want wars, then they want some countries to get in debt, then to falsely help them to get some new condition that are in their favor. And these people don't care about future generations. They don't care about climate change because they live in their apartments, rich apartments, and they don't care if there are storms, floods, and whatever. That's for common people. They're not touched by that. They're not touched at all. So crisis, climate change, general dumbing down the society, because if people know the reality, there would be a revolution. They would fight back. No, they want to give them just the last computer, the last phone gadget, so people don't have enough money to lead a decent life. They don't have living wages, but they can buy the last iPhone, or iPad, iPod, iPad, sorry for the pun, or the last sneakers. I buy because I run with them. I never bought anything just to show off. You show off with shoes that, I don't know, they paid 4 cents an hour in Indonesia to do that. God damn it. That's so bad. So the whole situation is fucking bad. Also languages. I mean, all these schools, what they teach? They are McDonald's language schools. They have the image, they sell you the image. What is the core business? They sell you one idea, an image. You go to the school, You watch English posters. I have English posters too, Italian. You feel like you're learning. You socialize because people don't socialize in their neighborhood. They don't know people who live in the same apartment block, so they need to go to the gym, to go to English courses. They feel they are doing something. Maybe they are not. I would say most likely they are not learning the right way. But you know, the British love that, the American the fucking that. What I don't know. Do we have a method? Because their commercial are not very clear. Publicity is like uh, very very they technicize things. They speak about I don't know what. There was a school said we speak about so many. Yes, because there are two tendencies. The first tendency is to speak to you like you are modern. Ciao, mi chiamo Paolo. Ciao. Ciao, mi chiamo Paolo. Like you're stupid. Or the other thing is like, no, I just speak. Like now. Okay, it's not teaching because this goes over your head. If I were to run I would run with somebody who's a little bit faster than I am, so I try to keep up with him, but not our champion. So if you want people to understand, practice and not practice English, for Christ's sake, language, the structures, the pattern should be on the same level than the speed, the rate of the speech. So sometimes people, like for example, have you ever watched American movies? When foreigners speak the language, it's so unnatural. They speak having the person who wrote that don't know shit about what really happens when a person is learning or speaks a foreign language. So he puts in their mouths words and structures that basically like a native speakers, and now and then they put one stupid mistake, or the person in the middle is Italian, so he says pronounces everything with a fake Italian accent. Most of these actors are not Italians, and they just reproduce the idea that Americans have the Italian accent, which actually is the way Italian developed in America, influenced by the American English accent, but having some Neapolitan and Sicilian accent mixed together. That's not the Italian accent. It's as far from the Italian accent as the American accent is from the real English or British accent. It changed. So it's really stupid pretending. Okay? So when people learn a foreign language, they make a constant amount of mistakes. They don't speak perfectly, and then we make a stupid mistake, and they speak perfectly. Okay? That's not the way it is. The accent, if you have a foreign accent, you have the whole time. It's very unlikely that for a moment you sound American, and then you sound completely Italian. No. You have a little bit of Italian accent, whatever you say. So you don't have like, hey man, would you like to go to the station with my friends? Or would you like to come to my place? What the fuck is that? What they said, he has got two accents? No, because the actors, they don't want, the movie must go on, so if he really speaks the way foreigners speak, speak. It would be annoying for Americans, so they want the movie to go on. So, but they want the character to appear a foreigner. So, okay, let's ladder it with some aptly inserted errors. Okay. Linguistics. The language is as important as the decor. Okay. You don't have people wearing 80s clothes in 60s. You don't have people speaking 90s jargon and slang in the 60s. And you hear that in movies. A lot of inconsistencies. So I started from a guy who, I don't like guy, from a fellow, a chap, a bloke, someone, a so-and-so who wants to teach Italian. He thinks he speaks good English because he has a good accent, but actually accent is not everything, because you need also to pronounce the single word of the right way. So I can have an Italian accent, but still I can mispronounce words. And maybe he overestimated his knowledge of English, and he wants to teach Italian more to support his knowledge of English. And then I moved on to the society, why this society is fucking stupid on every level. And I moved to movies, American movies and languages. Okay, and then I'm ending this video because it's much too long, and not like 90% of Italian students, too much long. Is not enough strong. He doesn't have money enough. Well, very good. Very, very, very good. Who taught you English? Who taught you English? Okay. Not me. I haven't. Okay. Goodbye.